Are you inexplicably exhausted? Your motivation vanished as if overnight? You're not alone. What if this isn't just ordinary fatigue, but a symptom of a silent energy crisis triggered by something far greater, a period known as Venus peak? This isn't just a fleeting astrological event. It's a cosmic gauntlet impacting your relationships, your financial stability, and your deepest sense of self-worth. Fail to understand it, and you risk allowing Venus peak to silently erode the very foundations of your life. But embrace this challenge and prepare for a shocking transformation. Venus peak marks a period of intensely heightened Venusian energy, an astronomical amplifier impacting your personal energetic field, leading to a sense of profound depletion most people dismiss. Venus, in astrology, is inextricably linked to love, beauty, relationships, and finances. But the conventional wisdom is incomplete, a carefully curated narrative designed to keep you from the darker truths hidden beneath the shimmering surface. Is it possible that everything you've been told about Venus is only half the story? The key lies in recognizing a recurring, predictable pattern. Time and again, significant Venus transits coincide with widespread reports of energy drain, turbulent emotions, and financial instability. Think back to Venus's retrograde in 2020, a period marked not only by global upheaval, but also by countless personal dramas playing out behind closed doors. This isn't mere coincidence. It's a cosmic rhythm you can learn to anticipate and navigate. Are you ready to learn the language of the stars? This current Venus peak period, spanning from specific date to specific date, is characterized by specific planetary alignment, amplifying Venus's influence to an almost unbearable degree. This isn't happening in a vacuum. It's interacting with other ongoing cosmic events, creating a potent energetic cocktail that demands your attention. If you've been feeling the pressure, the restlessness, the sense that something is profoundly shifting, know that you're not imagining it. Understanding Venus peak isn't just about astrological awareness, it's about taking control of your life. Ignoring its effects can lead to escalating conflicts in your closest relationships, unexpected financial setbacks that hit at your core, and a devastating decline in your self-esteem. But viewed through the right lens, this period offers an unprecedented opportunity for self-discovery and profound personal transformation. Are you willing to seize it? The consequences of ignoring Venus peak can range from subtle emotional disturbances, a constant hum of anxiety beneath the surface, to significant life challenges that threaten to destabilize everything you've built. This energy drain can manifest as a persistent feeling of fatigue that no amount of sleep can cure, difficulty focusing that derails your productivity, and a pervasive lack of motivation that keeps you stuck in place. And if you fail to address these issues, unresolved conflicts related to love, worth, and beauty will inevitably lead to self-sabotaging behaviors that hold you back from achieving your full potential. But what if Venus peak is revealing hidden truths about ourselves and our deeply ingrained relationship with Venusian ideals? What if the conventional beliefs we've been taught are masking a more complex and challenging reality? The idealized image of Venus as a symbol of unconditional love and effortless beauty is a carefully constructed facade that hides a Venusian shadow, a dark underbelly we must confront to achieve true self-acceptance and lasting fulfillment. Are you ready to confront your shadow? Throughout this video, we'll delve into the central themes of self-discovery, shadow work, energetic protection, and transformation, positioning Venus peak not as a cosmic curse, but as a powerful catalyst for personal growth. We'll provide you with practical tools and actionable insights to navigate its challenges and harness its transformative power. Our goal is to help you turn this potentially draining experience into an opportunity for empowerment and abundance, a chance to rewrite your story and step into your authentic self. To truly understand what's happening, we must first establish some essential background. Venus, in astrological terms, governs two distinct signs, Taurus and Libra, each influencing different facets of our lives. Taurus shapes our values, our possessions, and our connection to the physical world, while Libra governs our relationships, our pursuit of harmony, and our sense of justice. Understanding these core influences is key to understanding how Venusian energy impacts your energetic field. Energy drain, in this context, isn't just feeling tired. It's a state of energetic imbalance caused by the intense influence of Venus peak. It's characterized by specific physical symptoms such as persistent headaches and digestive issues, emotional symptoms like sudden mood swings and irrational fears, and mental symptoms including brain fog and difficulty making decisions. This isn't random, it's a direct result of the cosmic forces at play. The secret to overcoming this drain lies in understanding the connection between the Venusian shadow, those limiting beliefs you harbor deep within, and the self-sabotaging behaviors that keep you trapped. Unresolved issues related to love, worth, and beauty can manifest as crippling self-doubt, paralyzing insecurity, and a deep-seated fear of intimacy. These hidden aspects of yourself are amplified during Venus peak, making them impossible to ignore. What if this is by design? But remember, this isn't a one-time event, it's a recurring pattern. Throughout history, Venus cycles have been associated with specific periods of challenge and opportunity, from artistic flourishing to societal upheaval. Understanding these fundamental patterns empowers you to anticipate and navigate the challenges of Venus peak with greater ease and confidence. By learning to read the signs, you can proactively steer your own destiny. So, have you been feeling unusually tired or unmotivated lately, despite getting enough sleep? What if the key to unlocking your full potential lies in confronting your deepest fears and insecurities, those hidden aspects of yourself you've been avoiding for years? And are you truly ready to uncover the shocking truths about Venus peak? To understand its true nature and purpose, prepare yourself, because what we're about to reveal will challenge everything you thought you knew. Venus peak isn't merely a negative influence. It's a catalyst for profound transformation, a cosmic pressure cooker designed to force you to confront your shadow and emerge stronger, more authentic, and more aligned with your true purpose. What if the energy drain is not inflicted upon you, but generated from within? The symptoms of energy drain are not random occurrences. They're intricately connected to specific triggers and deeply held beliefs related to love, worth, and beauty. Certain situations or interactions might trigger feelings of inadequacy, sparking a cascade of negative thoughts and behaviors that drain your energy reserves. Pay close attention to your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions during this Venus peak, and start identifying your own personal patterns. By recognizing these triggers, you can begin to break free from their grip. In the upcoming sections of this video, we will provide you with the specific tools and techniques you need to embark on your journey of shadow work, energetic protection, and profound transformation. We'll reveal a powerful exercise for uncovering your hidden limiting beliefs, a step-by-step guide for setting healthy boundaries, and a guided meditation for revitalizing your energy field and reclaiming your personal power. Stay tuned, because what comes next will change everything. But what is the real story behind this celestial influencer, and how can we truly understand its impact on our lives? It's time to challenge the conventional understanding of Venus, to move beyond the surface-level interpretations and delve into its hidden complexities. What if Venus isn't just a benevolent force of love and beauty, but a dualistic energy that can both uplift and undermine us? For centuries, Venus has been portrayed as the epitome of feminine grace, artistic inspiration, and romantic love. But consider contrasting interpretations from different cultures and historical periods. In ancient Mesopotamia, Ishtar, the equivalent of Venus, was also a goddess of war and political power, a far cry from the gentle image we often associate with Venus today. Or in some African traditions, Venus is linked to trickster spirits and unpredictable forces. These contrasting interpretations reveal a hidden layer of complexity, suggesting that Venusian energy isn't always harmonious or benevolent. Are we overlooking crucial aspects of this celestial force? Venus peak, then, isn't just a period of heightened Venusian energy. It's a celestial mirror reflecting back our deepest insecurities and limiting beliefs about love, worth, and beauty. It's a cosmic spotlight illuminating the areas where we're most vulnerable, the beliefs that are holding us back from experiencing true joy and abundance. How does this actually manifest in our lives? Look at the astrological charts of famous individuals known for their struggles with beauty or relationship challenges during similar Venus transits. Take Marilyn Monroe, for example. During periods of intense Venusian activity, her chart reveals a series of challenging aspects that highlight her insecurities about her appearance and her tumultuous relationships. These astrological markers suggest a direct correlation between Venusian energy and her personal struggles, revealing the potential for this celestial influence to amplify our vulnerabilities. Could this same dynamic be playing out in your own life? Compounding this is the intense societal pressure and cultural conditioning that contributes to distorted perceptions of Venusian ideals. Social media, with its curated images and unattainable beauty standards, perpetuates a relentless cycle of comparison and self-criticism. How many hours do you spend scrolling through feeds filled with seemingly perfect lives, only to feel inadequate and insecure afterward? This constant exposure to unrealistic ideals intensifies these feelings during Venus peak, creating a perfect storm of self-doubt and dissatisfaction. What if these feelings are a sign of a deeper misalignment within ourselves? The disconnect between the idealized image of Venus and the lived experiences of individuals is vast. True self-acceptance involves embracing imperfections and vulnerabilities, recognizing that we are all works in progress. How can we bridge this gap and cultivate a more authentic relationship with ourselves and with the Venusian ideals we aspire to? Perhaps the first step is to acknowledge the pain and frustration that arise from striving for an unattainable standard of perfection and actively choose self-compassion instead. Are you ready to release the pressure of perfection? So, what does this all mean for your energy levels during Venus peak? Let's dive into the specifics. The physical symptoms associated with energy drain during Venus peak are not random occurrences. They're intricately connected to specific Venusian influences. That persistent fatigue, those unexplained headaches, those nagging digestive issues, and those restless nights, they could all be signs of a deeper energetic imbalance. But how does Venus, a distant planet, exert such a tangible effect on our physical bodies? In traditional Chinese medicine, Venus is linked to the kidneys, the organs responsible for filtering toxins and regulating our energy levels. During Venus peak, the heightened Venusian energy can disrupt the kidney's ability to function optimally, leading to lower back pain, fatigue, and fluid retention. Consider also that Venus influences the throat chakra, which governs communication and self-expression. When this chakra is blocked, it can manifest as throat infections, difficulty speaking our truth, or a persistent feeling of being stifled. Are you experiencing any of these physical symptoms? But the physical is only part of the equation. The emotional symptoms of energy drain during Venus peak are equally significant. That creeping anxiety, that sudden irritability, that overwhelming sadness, and that persistent feeling of being overwhelmed, they're all connected to unresolved issues related to love, worth, and beauty. What deep-seated emotional wounds are being stirred up during this period? Venus peak can act as a trigger, stirring up feelings of jealousy, insecurity, or resentment in relationships. Perhaps you find yourself comparing your relationship to those of others, feeling inadequate or unfulfilled. Or maybe you're struggling with feelings of possessiveness or a fear of abandonment. These intense emotions can lead to emotional distress and energy depletion, creating a vicious cycle that's difficult to break. Have you noticed these patterns emerging in your own relationships? Don't underestimate the mental symptoms of energy drain, either. Difficulty focusing, negative self-talk, and a lack of motivation are all signs that your mental energy is being depleted. These symptoms are often linked to limiting beliefs and self-sabotaging behaviors that are amplified during Venus peak. What mental roadblocks are preventing you from moving forward? Venus peak can exacerbate perfectionistic tendencies, leading to increased self-criticism and a fear of failure. You might find yourself setting unrealistic goals, constantly striving for an unattainable standard of perfection. This relentless pursuit can lead to burnout, anxiety, and a deep sense of dissatisfaction. Is this drive coming from a place of inner desire or an attempt to receive external validation? To truly understand your experience during Venus peak, you must engage in regular self-assessment. Start tracking your symptoms on a daily basis, paying close attention to specific triggers related to Venusian energy. Keep a journal, noting your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors in response to specific situations or interactions. Download a symptom tracker or use a simple notebook to monitor your experiences and identify recurring patterns. Over time, you'll begin to see how Venus peak is uniquely impacting your energetic field. Are you ready to become an observer of your own experience? What if you discover that your energy drain is directly linked to unresolved issues related to your Venusian shadow? It's time to confront these hidden aspects of yourself and begin the process of integration. The Venusian shadow encompasses the repressed or disowned aspects of the self related to love, worth, and beauty, jealousy, possessiveness, superficiality, and a deep-seated fear of rejection. These are the parts of ourselves that we've been taught to suppress, the emotions and behaviors deemed unattractive or unworthy. But how do we begin to unearth these hidden aspects of ourselves? Societal conditioning encourages us to suppress certain emotions or behaviors, leading to the formation of a shadow self. We're taught to be selfless, to prioritize the needs of others above our own, to always be kind and agreeable. But what happens when we deny our own desires, when we suppress our anger or frustration, when we sacrifice our own well-being for the sake of others? These repressed emotions don't simply disappear, they fester in the shadows, consuming our energy and creating internal conflict. Are you aware of the emotions you're suppressing? Resisting the Venusian shadow can lead to significant energy drain. These repressed emotions and beliefs consume our energy and create internal conflict. Denying feelings of jealousy or insecurity in a relationship can manifest as passive-aggressive behavior or emotional withdrawal, draining our energy and damaging the relationship. Perhaps you find yourself constantly seeking validation from your partner, needing constant reassurance that you're loved and appreciated. This behavior can be exhausting for both you and your partner, creating a cycle of dependence and resentment. How can we break free from these destructive patterns? It's time to embrace the power of shadow work. But how do we begin? Start with journaling prompts designed to help you explore your fears, insecurities, and limiting beliefs related to love, worth, and beauty. Write down your earliest memory of love and evaluate how it has impacted your life. What does beauty and perfection look like to you personally, and is this an internally or externally driven desire? What does being worthy mean to you? These are questions that must be addressed if you want to truly integrate and move beyond the Venusian shadow. Is it time to make peace with your darkness? Now I want you to pause, close your eyes, and take a few deep breaths. Picture yourself standing in a quiet, peaceful place, a place where you feel safe and supported. Imagine your shadow self approaching you, a figure representing all the aspects of yourself that you've been taught to reject. Offer this figure compassion and acceptance, recognizing that it's simply a part of you that's been longing for love and understanding. What does your shadow self have to say? It's vital to approach this shadow work with self-compassion and non-judgment. This isn't about fixing yourself. It's an opportunity for self-discovery and integration. Challenge the belief that shadow work is about eradicating your flaws and instead view it as a journey towards wholeness. Embrace your imperfections, celebrate your vulnerabilities, and recognize that these are the very qualities that make you unique and beautiful. What if your flaws are actually your greatest strengths? But even as you engage in this shadow work, you need to protect your energy field from draining influences. How can you do that? Visualize an energetic shield surrounding you, deflecting negativity and external influences. Practice grounding exercises, connecting with the earth to stabilize your energy. Set healthy boundaries in your relationships, saying no to unreasonable requests and prioritizing self-care. Cleanse your space with sage, removing stagnant or negative energy. Nourish your body with healthy foods, get adequate sleep, and engage in activities that bring you joy. What simple steps can you take today to strengthen your energetic boundaries? This is where the shocking discovery comes into play. What if the energy drain experienced during Venus peak is not externally imposed, but self-inflicted? What if it's not Venus draining your energy, but you clinging to outdated beliefs and patterns that no longer serve you? Our resistance to change and our attachment to familiar ways of being can create energetic blockages that prevent us from thriving. Clinging to limiting beliefs about love, worth, and beauty can sabotage our relationships, finances, and self-esteem. Venus peak acts as a cosmic wake-up call, urging us to question our assumptions and align our lives with our true values and desires. What outdated beliefs are you ready to release? This isn't a punishment. It's an opportunity to shed these limiting beliefs and embrace your authentic self, leading to greater freedom, joy, and abundance. Consider this period a cosmic pressure cooker designed to force you to confront your shadow and emerge stronger, more authentic, and more aligned with your true purpose. Are you ready to release the old and embrace the new? It's time to actively release outdated beliefs, patterns, and relationships that no longer serve your highest good. Visualize cutting energetic cords with toxic relationships or limiting beliefs, creating space for new opportunities and experiences aligned with your authentic self. And remember, self-love and acceptance are the foundation for lasting transformation. Affirm your inherent worth and beauty regardless of external validation. Challenge the idea that self-love is selfish and instead recognize it as an essential foundation for healthy relationships and a fulfilling life. Have you finally realized the shocking truth about Venus peak, that it's not about what's happening to you, but what's happening within you? But what actionable steps can you take to not only revitalize your energy field, but to make it even stronger than before? That's what we'll be covering in the next section, so stay with me. So you've realized the shocking truth about Venus peak. It's not about what's happening to you, but what's happening within you. You're beginning to sense that the shadows lurking within your own psyche are at the root of your energetic depletion. But how do those shadows actually manifest in modern life, hijacking your relationships, finances, and sense of self? Consider the insidious way the Venusian shadow worms its way into modern relationships. Jealousy, possessiveness, and the fear of abandonment become amplified, fueled by the constant comparison culture of social media. Think about it. How many times have you scrolled through Instagram, obsessively checking your partner's followers or likes, feeling a pang of insecurity with each passing photo? That's the Venusian shadow at work, whispering doubts and fueling anxieties. These behaviors create a toxic cycle of mistrust and control, slowly draining the energy from the relationship and leaving both partners feeling depleted and resentful. And what about the unrealistic expectations perpetuated by romantic comedies and fairy tales, the pressure to find the one, the fear of being alone? These narratives create a distorted view of love, leading to disappointment and dissatisfaction when reality doesn't measure up. Are you willing to break free from these unrealistic expectations? The Venusian shadow's influence extends far beyond relationships, infiltrating your financial decisions and sense of self-worth. Overspending, debt, and the relentless pursuit of material possessions become twisted attempts to fill an inner void. Advertising preys on our insecurities, promising happiness and fulfillment through the acquisition of the latest gadgets or designer brands. How often have you made an impulsive purchase, hoping it would boost your self-esteem, only to feel empty and disappointed afterward? This cycle of external validation leads to financial instability and a perpetual state of dissatisfaction. The connection between low self-worth and financial insecurity is profound. A lack of self-love can manifest as self-sabotaging financial behaviors, such as neglecting to save, accumulating debt, or making poor investment choices. Are you using money to mask a deeper sense of inadequacy? These shadow manifestations don't just impact our relationships and finances. They create energetic imbalances that leave us feeling depleted, anxious, and dissatisfied. Constantly comparing ourselves to others on social media drains our energy and contributes to feelings of inadequacy and unhappiness. The pursuit of perfectionism, driven by a deep-seated fear of rejection, leads to burnout and a constant state of stress. The suppression of our true desires and needs creates energetic blockages that prevent us from experiencing joy and fulfillment. What hidden desires are you ready to unearth? Resisting this Venusian shadow only amplifies the energy drain, creating a negative feedback loop that perpetuates these negative cycles. Denying feelings of jealousy in a relationship can lead to passive-aggressive behavior and resentment, ultimately draining our energy and damaging the relationship. Suppressing feelings of inadequacy about our appearance can lead to disordered eating or excessive spending on beauty products, creating a cycle of self-criticism and depletion. What destructive patterns are you ready to dismantle? These repressed emotions and limiting beliefs create energetic blockages, obstacles to the flow of energy in the body and aura. Unresolved trauma or past relationship wounds can create energetic blockages that prevent us from fully opening to love and intimacy. Suppressed anger or resentment can manifest as physical tension or chronic pain. These blockages disrupt the natural flow of energy, leaving us feeling drained, stagnant, and disconnected. Are you aware of the blockages that are preventing you from fully expressing yourself? But how can we break free from these negative cycles and restore energetic balance? It begins with acknowledging and accepting our shadow aspects, recognizing that they are not something to be feared or suppressed, but rather integrated and understood. This acceptance is the key to unlocking our true potential and reclaiming our power. Are you ready to embrace your shadow self? Enter the Venus Mirror exercise, a practical tool for confronting the Venusian shadow and cultivating self-compassion. This exercise involves using journaling prompts to explore your fears, insecurities, and limiting beliefs related to love, worth, and beauty. Set intentions and create a safe space to approach your shadow aspects with curiosity and non-judgment. Ask yourself, what are my deepest fears about being in a relationship? Or what limiting beliefs do I hold about my appearance? To perform the Venus Mirror exercise, first, find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Light a candle, play some soothing music, and create an atmosphere that feels safe and supportive. Then, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing yourself to relax and center yourself. Visualize yourself standing in front of a mirror, but instead of seeing your reflection, you see your shadow self. What does this shadow self look like? What emotions do you sense emanating from it? Offer this shadow self compassion and acceptance, recognizing that it's simply a part of you that's been longing for love and understanding. What message does your shadow self have for you? You can perform a guided meditation at this time if you wish. It's crucial to maintain mindful awareness during the Venus Mirror exercise, observing your thoughts, feelings, and sensations without judgment. Use breathing techniques to ground and center yourself during the exercise, allowing you to approach your shadow aspects with greater clarity and composure. Pay attention to any resistance or self-criticism that arises and gently redirect your focus back to the present moment. Remember, this is not about fixing yourself. It's about becoming more aware of your inner landscape. Are you able to observe your thoughts and feelings without getting carried away by them? If you encounter resistance or self-criticism during the Venus Mirror exercise, remember to treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding that you would offer to a friend who is struggling. Challenge negative self-talk and replace it with positive affirmations. Celebrate your strengths and accomplishments and forgive yourself for your mistakes. The goal is to create a safe and supportive inner environment where you can explore your shadow aspects without fear of judgment. How can you cultivate greater self-compassion in your daily life? But shadow work alone isn't enough. You must also learn to set healthy boundaries in your relationships, finances, and other areas of life. Practice saying no to unreasonable requests, prioritizing self-care, and communicating your needs assertively. If you're constantly giving to others without replenishing your own energy, you'll inevitably experience burnout. Remember, it's okay to prioritize your own well-being. Are you willing to put your needs first? Setting energetic boundaries protects your energy field from draining influences and allows you to maintain your sense of self-worth. Visualize an energetic shield around yourself, deflecting negativity and external influences. Practice grounding exercises, connecting with the earth to stabilize your energy. Limit your exposure to toxic people or environments that drain your energy. What steps can you take to protect your energetic boundaries? Cultivating self-worth is the foundation for lasting change, the key to attracting healthy relationships and financial abundance. Practice daily affirmations that affirm your inherent worth and beauty, regardless of external validation. Challenge limiting beliefs about yourself and replace them with empowering ones. Celebrate your unique gifts and talents and recognize that you are worthy of love, success, and happiness. Are you ready to embrace your inherent worth? Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, allowing you to connect with your inner self and express your authentic voice. Explore your creativity through art, music, dance, or writing. Spend time in nature, connecting with the earth and replenishing your energy. Cultivate meaningful relationships with supportive and uplifting people. What activities nourish your soul? Ultimately, Venus Peak presents an opportunity to redefine success and fulfillment on your own terms, moving beyond societal expectations and embracing your authentic self. Identify your true values and desires, aligning your life with what truly matters to you rather than chasing external validation. What does success truly mean to you? Challenge the idea that success is defined by external achievements or material possessions, and instead emphasize the importance of inner peace, meaningful relationships, and personal growth. Redefine success as living in alignment with your values, pursuing your passions, and making a positive impact on the world. Are you ready to redefine success on your own terms? Remember, true beauty and worth come from within. Embrace your unique gifts and talents and share them with the world. Let your light shine brightly, inspiring others to do the same. And as you navigate the intensity of Venus Peak, remember that transformation can be messy, but that's part of the journey to ultimate personal freedom. So how can you use this period not as a threat, but a launchpad to something truly magnificent in your life? How can you utilize the Venus mirror to create that reflection to change everything you thought you knew? What if the Venus Peak period can actually reveal hidden allies who want to join you on your journey? That's what we'll cover next. So you're wondering how you can harness this Venus Peak, turning what feels like a cosmic curse into a launchpad for something truly magnificent. What if those shadows you've been dreading actually hold the key to unlocking hidden allies and unimaginable opportunities? The truth is, this period isn't about suffering, it's about seeing with new eyes and acting with new courage. Let's pull back the curtain and reveal how the Venusian shadow plays out in your relationships, especially fueled by the highlight reel of social media. Picture this: you're scrolling through your feed, and every other post seems to be a couple on a breathtaking vacation, an engagement announcement with a sparkling ring, or a cozy night filled with laughter and love. Meanwhile, you're sitting at home, feeling disconnected from your partner, or perhaps you're single and wondering if you'll ever find your person. The green-eyed monster rears its head, and you start comparing your relationship, or lack thereof, to these curated images. Why can't my relationship be like that? You ask yourself. Am I not good enough? Is my partner not romantic enough? This constant comparison breeds resentment, anxiety, and a deep-seated fear that you're missing out on something. The insidious part is that this comparison fuels a limiting belief, maybe one you aren't even fully aware of. What specific triggers can you identify in these scenarios, these moments where the highlight reel becomes your personal tormentor. Are you aware of the unique needs you have in your relationships that are not being met by these images? Now, consider how these behaviors drain your energy and create imbalances within your relationships. That jealousy you feel isn't just an emotion. It's an energetic parasite, feeding on your vitality and creating tension within your connection. It manifests as passive-aggressive comments, nitpicking, and an overall sense of unease. Communication breaks down, trust erodes, and both partners feel emotionally exhausted. It's a vicious cycle. The more insecure you feel, the more you cling to your partner, pushing them away in the process. Jealousy manifests physically too. Where in your body do you feel these physical and emotional responses when jealousy takes hold? Is it a knot in your stomach, a tightness in your chest, a headache that just won't quit? Recognizing these physical cues can serve as an early warning system, alerting you to the presence of the Venusian shadow so you can take proactive steps to shift your perspective. The Venusian shadow also casts a long shadow on your finances and sense of worth. Have you ever found yourself compulsively shopping, buying things you don't really need, just to feel a temporary boost of self-esteem? Maybe it's a new outfit, a fancy gadget, or an expensive meal. In the moment, it feels like a solution, a way to fill an inner void, but the feeling is fleeting. Soon, the guilt sets in, followed by the realization that you've just added to your debt or depleted your savings. The cycle continues, fueled by the limiting belief that you need material possessions to be happy or that you're not worthy of abundance. This belief runs deep, often stemming from childhood experiences or societal conditioning. What need are you trying to fulfill with these purchases that no amount of stuff can ever truly satisfy? These financial behaviors have energetic repercussions. That stress you feel about money isn't just mental, it's a physical burden weighing you down and draining your vitality. It manifests as sleepless nights, anxiety attacks, and a constant sense of unease. This financial stress spills over into other areas of your life, affecting your relationships, your health, and your overall well-being. The shame and guilt associated with debt or poor financial choices further depletes your energy, perpetuating the cycle of scarcity. You might feel like you're stuck in a trap, unable to break free from the patterns that keep you stuck. But the truth is, the power to change lies within you. How does this pattern affect other areas of your life, seeping into your relationships, your health, and your overall sense of well-being? Now, here's the shocking truth. This energy drain isn't something that's happening to you, it's something you're unconsciously allowing to happen. It's not an external force imposing itself upon you. It's a self-inflicted wound, born from your own resistance to the Venusian shadow and your unwillingness to confront your limiting beliefs. You're clinging to outdated stories and patterns that no longer serve you, creating energetic blockages that prevent you from thriving. It's like carrying around a heavy backpack filled with rocks, each rock representing a fear, an insecurity, or a self-sabotaging behavior. You're trudging through life, weighed down by this baggage, wondering why you're so exhausted. The answer is simple. You're carrying too much weight. What are you secretly holding on to that is holding you back, preventing you from stepping into your full power? But here's the empowering part. You have the power to drop that backpack, to release those rocks, and to reclaim your energy. You can consciously choose to break free from these negative cycles, embrace your authentic self, and align your life with your true values. It starts with awareness, with recognizing the limiting beliefs and patterns that are draining your energy. What if embracing your shadow was the key to your freedom, unlocking hidden strengths and unexpected opportunities? To help you release these outdated beliefs and reclaim your power, I'm going to introduce you to the Venus Declaration exercise. This isn't just about reciting affirmations. It's about creating a personalized statement that affirms your inherent worth, beauty, and lovability, regardless of external validation. It's about rewriting your inner narrative, replacing those limiting beliefs with empowering truths. What would your ideal declaration look like? A powerful statement that embodies your deepest desires and celebrates your unique essence. To perform this exercise, Find a quiet space where you can fully immerse yourself in the process. Light a candle, play some inspiring music, and create an atmosphere that feels sacred and supportive. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths, and connect with your inner self. Then begin to craft your Venus declaration, writing down affirmations that resonate with your soul. Start with I am worthy, I am beautiful, and I am loved. Then add your own unique truths and desires. For example, you might write, I am worthy of a loving and fulfilling relationship, or I am beautiful inside and out, or I am loved unconditionally by myself and others. Speak it out loud with unwavering conviction, infusing each word with intention and self-compassion. What does it feel like to truly believe in your worthiness, to embody the energy of your Venus declaration? Consistency is key. Make it a daily ritual, reciting your Venus declaration every morning or evening, or whenever you need a boost of self-love. The more you repeat these affirmations, the more deeply they will sink into your subconscious mind, gradually replacing those limiting beliefs with empowering truths. Track your progress, noticing how your self-image shifts, how your relationships improve, and how your energy levels soar. What time of day is the most effective for you to work on this task, creating a consistent and empowering ritual? Venus Peak isn't a curse. It's a catalyst, a cosmic wake-up call urging you to confront your limiting beliefs, embrace your authentic self, and align your life with your true values. It's an invitation to redefine beauty, worth, and success on your own terms, moving beyond societal expectations and embracing your unique gifts and talents. How can you transform this challenge into an opportunity, using Venus Peak as a springboard for creating a life that truly reflects your inner radiance? By consciously choosing to release outdated beliefs, embrace your shadows, and cultivate self-love, you can transform Venus Peak into a powerful force for positive change. Share stories of triumph, of overcoming what seemed insurmountable, of those individuals who have used Venus Peak as a springboard for launching creative projects, starting new relationships, or making significant life changes. Remember, true beauty and worth come from within. What is one positive change you can make during this time, a conscious step towards aligning your life with your authentic self? What's coming next will truly transform you as we reveal the unseen allies ready to help you on this Venus Peak journey. But what if the biggest ally in this journey is actually you? You have the power to shift from a passive victim to an active agent in your life. The question becomes, how do you start rewriting the script when Venus Peak is casting such a dramatic shadow? Let's get granular now. Let's pinpoint exactly where this energy drain is manifesting in your life so we can turn the tide. Imagine this. You meet someone who seems genuinely interested in you. They're kind, intelligent, and share your values. But as things progress, that old familiar fear creeps in. I'm not good enough. They'll eventually see the real me and realize I'm flawed. This insecurity, amplified by Venus Peak, starts to dictate your actions. You constantly seek reassurance, fishing for compliments and questioning their feelings. Do you really like me? You ask even when they've already told you countless times. You compare yourself to others, scrutinizing every detail of your appearance and feeling inadequate. She's prettier, smarter, more successful, you tell yourself, fueling the belief that you don't measure up. You might even preemptively push your partner away, creating distance and testing their commitment. If they really cared, they'd fight for me, you think, subconsciously sabotaging the relationship before it has a chance to blossom. But how have past experiences shaped your current insecurities, creating this pattern of self-sabotage? Did early relationships leave you feeling unworthy, leading you to expect rejection? What specific self-sabotaging thoughts and behaviors manifest in this scenario? Are you minimizing your accomplishments, focusing on your perceived flaws, or creating unnecessary drama to test your partner's love? These actions, seemingly logical in the moment, are actually driven by deep-seated fears and limiting beliefs about your own worth. Now, let's shift gears and look at your finances. You're feeling particularly vulnerable and insecure, bombarded by images of luxury and success. To compensate for these feelings of worthlessness, you make impulsive financial decisions, buying things you can't really afford. It starts with a treat-yourself mentality, justifying the purchase as a reward for your hard work. But it quickly spirals into overspending, fueled by the desire to impress others and fill an internal void. You might buy designer clothes, a new car, or the latest gadget, believing these possessions will somehow elevate your status and make you feel more valuable. You avoid budgeting, neglecting long-term financial planning, and racking up debt in the process. The thrill of the purchase is fleeting, quickly replaced by guilt, anxiety, and the realization that you're further away from your financial goals. How are you using material goods to fill an internal void, seeking validation through external possessions rather than cultivating genuine self-worth? What specific purchases do you find yourself drawn to, and what underlying emotional triggers prompt these decisions? Are you buying experiences to create envy among your peers? Each time you open your wallet to buy something you cannot afford, are you buying something more sinister than you understand? What's crucial to remember is that these seemingly disparate scenarios, relationship sabotage and impulsive spending gear, connected by a common thread: the disruption of your energetic field. That draining sensation you feel isn't just a metaphor, it's a tangible consequence of negative emotions and limiting beliefs. Fear, jealousy, and self-doubt create energetic blockages in the body and aura, disrupting the natural flow of energy. Imagine your energy field as a clear, flowing river. When you experience negative emotions, it's like throwing rocks into the river, creating dams and disrupting the current. Fear might manifest as a tightness in your solar plexus chakra, the energy center associated with self-esteem and personal power. Jealousy could create a burning sensation in your heart chakra, the center of love and compassion. Self-doubt might cloud your third eye chakra, hindering your intuition and clarity. Give concrete examples of the sensation of blockage in certain parts of the body. Do you feel a persistent knot in your stomach when anxiety flares, or a tension headache that mirrors your self-critical thoughts? These energetic blockages manifest as physical symptoms, further contributing to the sense of energy drain. Fatigue, headaches, digestive issues, and even chronic pain can be physical manifestations of unresolved emotional issues. When energy is blocked, it cannot flow freely throughout the body, leading to imbalances and disease. The constant stress and anxiety associated with self-sabotage put your body in a perpetual state of fight or flight, depleting your energy reserves and weakening your immune system. How does your body communicate these blocks to you? Are you experiencing unexplained fatigue, digestive issues, or persistent headaches? Is your skin reflecting internal unrest? Each symptom is a clue, a message from your body urging you to address the underlying emotional and energetic imbalances. Notice specifically how the mind and body are connected. But the cycle doesn't stop there. Negative thought patterns reinforce these energetic blockages, creating a self-perpetuating cycle of negativity and depletion. Your thoughts are like magnets, attracting more of what you focus on. If you're constantly telling yourself that you're not good enough, you'll continue to attract experiences that validate that belief. Negative self-talk becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, creating a reality that mirrors your deepest fears. Provide examples of negative self-talk and how it contributes to the overall sense of being drained. Do you constantly criticize yourself in the mirror, replay past mistakes, or dwell on worst-case scenarios? These thoughts are not just harmless musings, they're energetic anchors, weighing you down and preventing you from moving forward. In understanding this, you have to ask yourself, what can be done? Now, here's the empowering truth. While Venus Peak may amplify existing insecurities and limiting beliefs, the choice to act on them is ultimately yours. You have the power to break free from this cycle of self-sabotage and reclaim your energetic sovereignty. Recognizing this choice is the first step towards transformation. It's about realizing that you're not a victim of Venus Peak. You're a powerful creator, capable of shaping your own reality. Provide relatable examples of making a different choice in the same scenarios described earlier. Instead of seeking reassurance from your partner, can you practice self-compassion and validate your own worth. Instead of impulsively buying something to feel better, can you find alternative ways to boost your self-esteem, such as exercising, spending time in nature, or engaging in a creative activity? Realize that you are a sovereign individual who has the ability to make these choices. This is where the concept of energetic consent comes into play. We unconsciously consent to negative thought patterns and emotional reactions, allowing them to dictate our behavior and drain our energy. It's like signing a contract without reading the fine print, unknowingly agreeing to terms that are detrimental to our well-being. But the good news is that we can consciously withdraw that consent, reclaiming our power and setting new terms. Explain this consent concept clearly and simply, avoiding jargon. Imagine you have a remote control for your energy field. Every time you indulge in negative self-talk or react with jealousy, you're unconsciously pressing the drain button. But you can consciously choose to press the pause button, interrupting the cycle and reclaiming control. Understanding the power of energetic consent means understanding the power to revoke it, the power to protect yourself from harmful influences by setting clear boundaries and aligning your choices with your values. Are you truly prepared to control the remote? So, how do you begin to reclaim your energetic sovereignty? It starts with conscious awareness of your triggers. When you find yourself in a situation that normally leads to self-sabotage, pause and observe your thoughts and feelings. Don't judge them, don't suppress them, simply observe them with curiosity and compassion. It's easier than you think. We can start by simply implementing the STOP method. First, stop what you are doing, even if for just a moment. Next, take a breath to center yourself. After your moment, observe your thoughts and feelings, the sensations in your body. Lastly, proceed with awareness, actively choosing your next step instead of reacting on autopilot. What does it feel like to create that space, to witness your thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them? Can you see the space between trigger and response, the moment where you have the power to choose a different path? Even small changes in our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors can create a ripple effect, transforming our energy field and our tangible reality. Imagine dropping a pebble into a pond. The ripples spread outwards, affecting everything in their path. Similarly, consciously choosing self-compassion instead of self-criticism can lead to improved relationships, increased financial stability, and greater overall well-being. If you start to love yourself and your place in the universe, there's no telling what potential can be unleashed within you. Provide stories or anecdotes of individuals who have experienced this ripple effect in their own lives. What if a single act of self-care led to a promotion at work, or a heartfelt conversation repaired a strained relationship? As you begin to experience these positive changes, track your progress and celebrate even small victories. Reinforce the positive feedback loop and build momentum for lasting transformation. Share your experiences in the comments section, creating a sense of community and support. The more you focus on the positive, the more positive experiences you'll attract. Remember, you're not alone on this journey. We're all in this together, supporting each other and lifting each other up. What's about to come will give you the keys to a new kingdom, showing you very specific techniques to further enhance this conscious awareness and transformation, to truly master your energy field and unlock your full potential. So if conscious awareness is the battlefield, Venus reframing is your weapon of choice, the active technique to dismantle those negative thoughts and beliefs in real time, especially during the intensity of Venus peak. We aren't just talking about observing these thoughts, we're talking about actively challenging them, dissecting them, and ultimately rewriting them. This is about taking the power back, reclaiming your narrative, and transforming your experience of Venus peak from one of draining despair to empowering awareness. How can we step into the role of the active participant in our energy field? The key lies in understanding this principle. Your thoughts create your reality. It's not just some airy-fairy concept. It's a fundamental truth backed by research. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, for example, is built on the premise that our thoughts directly influence our feelings and behaviors. Positive psychology emphasizes the power of reframing negative thoughts to cultivate optimism and resilience. During Venus peak, when your insecurities are amplified, it's more crucial than ever to consciously direct your thoughts toward empowerment. Are you ready to embrace the understanding that you are the architect of your internal world, the architect of what will soon be your external experiences? If the rocks of negativity are blocking the flow of your energetic river, are you ready to remove them by any means necessary? Now, let's get practical. How do you wield this Venus reframing weapon? It's a four-step process designed to dismantle negative thought patterns and replace them with empowering beliefs. 1. Recognize. Become acutely aware of the specific negative thought or belief that is causing you distress. This is like catching the thought red-handed, identifying it before it has a chance to take root. 2. Challenge. Question the validity of that thought. Is there concrete evidence to support it, or is it based on assumptions, insecurities, or limiting beliefs? Dig deep here. Don't accept the thought at face value. 3. Reframe. Find an alternative interpretation of the situation, one that is more positive, empowering, and aligned with your true values. This is about rewriting the narrative, choosing a different perspective that serves you better. 4. Repeat. Reinforce the reframed thought by repeating it to yourself, visualizing it, or writing it down. Repetition is key to embedding the new thought into your subconscious mind. Are you willing to dedicate yourself to this active and dynamic process? What questions do you have ready in your arsenal? Remember, this isn't about suppressing or ignoring negative thoughts. It's about consciously reinterpreting them. If the thought is a weed, you're not just trimming the leaves, you're digging up the root. And throughout this entire process, self-compassion and non-judgment are your greatest allies. Be kind to yourself. It's okay to struggle with negative thoughts and beliefs. The Venus reframing technique is a journey, not a destination. A marathon, not a sprint. It's about progress, not perfection. Are you ready to embrace this journey with patience and understanding, knowing that every step, no matter how small, brings you closer to reclaiming your energetic sovereignty? What will be your means of forgiving yourself when you struggle? Let's revisit that scenario of feeling insecure about your physical appearance in a romantic relationship, amplified by social media comparisons. You know the feeling, you're scrolling through Instagram and suddenly you feel a pang of jealousy, a wave of inadequacy washing over you. Now let's apply the Venus reframing technique. The negative thought pops up, my partner is going to leave me for someone more attractive. Stop, take a breath, observe. Now challenge the validity. Is there concrete evidence to support this? Or am I making assumptions based on my own insecurities? Probably the latter. Reframe the thought. My partner loves me for who I am, inside and out. Our connection is based on far more than just physical appearance, on our shared sense of humor, our intellectual compatibility, and our emotional intimacy. Repeat the reframed thought, reciting the new affirmation several times, visualizing the loving connection with your partner. Can you feel the shift? This isn't about empty affirmations. It's about actively challenging the underlying belief that you are unworthy of love. How does it feel to consciously rewrite that story? This act of reframing is more than just mental gymnastics. It's an energetic alchemy. It shifts your energy from fear and insecurity to love and confidence, which in turn improves the relationship dynamic. Imagine the positive feedback loop this can create. You feel more confident, your partner responds positively, and your self-love is reinforced, making you more resilient to future insecurities. Furthermore, it allows you to show up more authentically in your relationship, fostering deeper connection and intimacy. You no longer have to hide your insecurities. You can embrace them as part of your unique beauty. It's not about pretending to be perfect. It's about loving yourself, flaws and all. What are you ready to embrace, and how will you let the world know? Now let's turn our attention to your finances. You're feeling worthless, so you make impulsive financial decisions to compensate. The negative thought surfaces, I need to buy this to feel good about myself. I'm not worthy if I don't have nice things. Challenge the validity. Is this purchase truly going to make me happy, or am I just trying to fill an emotional void? Reframe the thought. My worth is inherent and not dependent on material possessions. I can find joy and fulfillment in other ways, through meaningful experiences, creative expression, and connection with loved ones. Repeat the reframed thought, visualizing yourself feeling confident and secure without relying on material possessions. See how easily you can control your self-worth. By reframing your thoughts in this way, you shift your energy from scarcity and anxiety to abundance and gratitude. You begin to appreciate what you already have, rather than constantly striving for what you lack. This shift in mindset promotes healthier financial habits, leading to greater financial stability and freedom. You might start saving money, investing wisely, or finding more fulfilling ways to spend your time and energy. Remember, financial abundance starts with a shift in mindset, with a recognition that your worth is not tied to your net worth. What else do you have within you to provide a sense of worth? Ultimately, Venus Peak, while challenging, serves as an accelerator for personal growth and authenticity. It's a cosmic spotlight illuminating your deepest insecurities and limiting beliefs, giving you the opportunity to address them head-on. By actively choosing to reframe negative thoughts and beliefs, you transform Venus Peak from a period of energy drain into a catalyst for positive change. The point of this isn't to punish us, but to reveal the patterns that are causing us harm and give us a chance to break free of them. Embrace the Venus reframing technique as a powerful tool for reclaiming your power, cultivating self-love, and living a more authentic and fulfilling life. Venus Peak isn't something to be feared. It's a cosmic invitation to step into your true potential. Understand that even small changes can create a tangible effect, so start practicing the Venus reframing technique today and share your experiences in the comments section. And prepare yourself, because what we're about to uncover next will reveal exactly how you can amplify these reframing efforts and create a life that is not only abundant, but vibrantly, authentically yours. Now that you're armed with the Venus reframing technique, you might be wondering, why do these negative thoughts keep resurfacing in the first place? Why are you being plagued by the same insecurities, the same financial worries, the same relationship patterns? The answer, my friends, lies in your core beliefs. These are the foundational, often unconscious assumptions we hold about ourselves, others, and the world. During Venus Peak, these core beliefs become amplified, acting like a hidden program dictating our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, often leading to self-sabotaging cycles. So we've addressed how to actively manage surface-level thinking. Now are you prepared to dive deeper and uproot the source? Are you ready to face the truth about how you truly see yourself? Think of core beliefs as the roots of a tree. You can trim the branches, negative thoughts, all you want, but if the roots are still there, the negative thoughts will keep growing back. These beliefs are formed early in life, often stemming from childhood experiences, family dynamics, and societal conditioning. Cognitive psychology shows us how these early experiences shape our perception of ourselves and the world, creating deeply ingrained patterns of thinking and behaving. Attachment theory further explains how our early relationships with caregivers influence our core beliefs about love, worth, and security. Are you starting to see how Venus Peak isn't just about surface-level insecurities, but about the very foundation of how you see yourself? Do you understand that without changing the foundation, your attempts at improvement will all be for naught? During Venus Peak, these core beliefs are brought to the surface, illuminated like never before. It's as if Venus is holding a cosmic mirror up to your soul, reflecting back your deepest insecurities and limiting beliefs. This amplification can lead to intense emotional reactions, relationship conflicts, and financial setbacks, all triggered by these underlying beliefs. For instance, if you have a core belief that I am unlovable, Venus Peak may trigger intense feelings of loneliness, fear of abandonment, and a tendency to sabotage your relationships, pushing away potential partners before they can reject you. If you believe I am not good enough, you might find yourself constantly comparing yourself to others, striving for unattainable ideals, and feeling perpetually inadequate, especially when bombarded with images of perfection on social media? What are the refrains of inadequacy playing on repeat in the background of your awareness? Similarly, if your core belief is, "I don't deserve abundance," you might subconsciously sabotage your financial success, making poor investment decisions, procrastinating on important tasks, or feeling guilty about earning money. Or if the deep-seated fear is, "I am always going to be alone," you might avoid intimacy, keep potential partners at arm's length, or settle for unhealthy relationships that reinforce this belief. Venus peak simply exacerbates these patterns, making them harder to ignore. The question then becomes not how to avoid these feelings, but how to use them as a signal, an indication of where you need to focus your attention and healing. Are you prepared to hear the message being delivered to you? Are you ready to change the most fundamental aspects of your life? So, how do you unearth these hidden core beliefs? It starts with self-reflection and a willingness to explore your inner landscape. Begin by examining your childhood experiences. What messages did you receive about love, worth, and beauty? Were you praised for your achievements or criticized for your flaws? Did you feel loved and accepted unconditionally, or did you feel like you had to earn love through your performance? Next, reflect on your recurring relationship patterns. Do you tend to attract the same type of partner? Do you find yourself repeating the same relationship dynamics, such as feeling controlled, neglected, or abandoned? Are you seeing that the problem is that you are the consistent variable in each negative outcome? Journaling can be an invaluable tool for uncovering core beliefs. Try these prompts. What are my biggest fears about being in a relationship? What are my biggest fears about my financial situation? What do I believe to be true about myself deep down? What messages did I receive about love and worth as a child? What are the recurring themes in my relationships? As you write, pay attention to any recurring thoughts, feelings, or patterns that emerge. These can provide valuable clues about your underlying core beliefs. Common core beliefs related to worth and love include, "I am not good enough," "I am unlovable," "I don't deserve abundance," "I am always going to be alone," "I am powerless," "I am a failure," "I am defective." Do any of these resonate with you? Which ones feel like a truth that you have been carrying for a lifetime? Now, it's time for the core belief challenge. This isn't just about passively identifying your core beliefs. It's about actively questioning their validity and choosing new, more empowering beliefs that serve you better. I know that this might sound scary, challenging the very foundation of what you believe to be true about yourself, but I assure you, this discomfort is a sign that you're on the right track. It means you're breaking free from limiting patterns and opening yourself up to new possibilities. Are you ready to face this challenge head-on? Do you have the bravery to confront the source of your self-imposed energetic limits? Remember our Venus reframing technique. The core belief challenge provides a solid foundation for reframing negative thoughts and beliefs in the long term. It's like building a house on solid ground rather than on shifting sand. When you challenge and change your core beliefs, you create a ripple effect that transforms your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. This challenge involves 4 steps. 1. Identify the core belief. Clearly state the specific core belief you want to challenge. For example, "I am not good enough." 2. Gather evidence for and against the belief. This is where you become a detective, searching for examples in your life that support and contradict the belief. 3. Evaluate the impact of the belief. How has this belief affected your relationships, finances, and overall well-being? Has it held you back from pursuing your dreams or forming meaningful connections? And 4. Choose a more empowering belief. This is the most important step. Select a new belief that is more supportive, realistic, and aligned with your true values. Instead of "I am not good enough," you might choose, "I am always growing and learning, and I am worthy of love and respect exactly as I am." Or instead of "I am unlovable," you could embrace the belief, "I deserve healthy love that fills me with contentment." See how powerful this switch can be. Can you feel the energetic shift that comes with choosing a belief that uplifts and empowers you? Let's break that down a bit more. Let's take the common core belief, "I am not good enough." To deconstruct this belief, you might ask yourself, where did this belief come from? What evidence do I have to support it? What evidence contradicts it? You might realize that this belief stems from childhood criticism or unrealistic expectations. You might also recognize that you've achieved many things in your life, demonstrating your competence and worth. The ramifications of clinging to this belief are clear: low self-esteem, anxiety, and a tendency to self-sabotage. Now, let's reframe that. An empowered core belief could be: I'm always growing, and every step that I take has inherent value. This shifts your focus from perfection to progress, recognizing that your worth is not tied to your achievements, but to your inherent value as a human being. What value will you place on yourself that no one can ever take away? Or consider the belief, I am unlovable. Perhaps this stems from past relationship experiences or feeling rejected by caregivers. The ramifications of clinging to this belief are profound: fear of intimacy, loneliness, and a tendency to attract unhealthy relationships. Deconstruct it by asking yourself how it has held you back. An empowering belief could be, I deserve healthy love that fills me with contentment. This opens you up to the possibility of finding fulfilling relationships and recognizing your inherent worthiness of love. How does that sound? Once you've chosen your empowering beliefs, it's time to rewrite the script of your life by creating new affirmations and visualizations that reinforce these beliefs. This is where you take those seeds of empowerment and nurture them, helping them to grow into strong, vibrant realities. Build on the Venus reframing technique by incorporating these new affirmations and visualizations into your daily routines. Remember, affirmations and visualizations are most effective when they are aligned with your core values and beliefs, resonating with your soul on a deep level. What positive phrases and mental images feel most authentic to you? Craft affirmations that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Smart. Instead of I am loved, try I am deserving of a partner who sees me for who I truly am. Or, instead of I am worthy, reframe it to I am making responsible choices about my personal finances, and this will, over time, create personal wealth. These affirmations are more powerful because they are specific and actionable, giving you something concrete to focus on and visualize. Imagine receiving loving and supportive messages from your partner, feeling cherished and appreciated. Visualize yourself confidently managing your finances, making wise investments, and achieving your financial goals. How real can you make that scene? Make this a daily practice. Recite your affirmations in the mirror each morning, looking yourself in the eye and speaking with conviction. Visualize your desired outcomes before bed, allowing those positive images to fill your subconscious mind as you drift off to sleep. Perhaps you can link this activity to a period of your daily lives when Venus is most influential, creating a ritual that honors your connection to this planet and its energy. The more you immerse yourself in these new beliefs, the more real they will become. Do you feel the energy flowing back into your life? But changing our core beliefs requires more than just affirmations and visualizations. It requires taking action and embodying the new beliefs in our daily lives. This is the most challenging step, as it requires stepping outside of our comfort zones and taking risks. But it's also the most rewarding, as it's where we truly transform our lives. Understand that to truly be happy with these new changes, you have to act in accordance with your beliefs. If your new belief is, I am worthy of love, take steps to improve your self-care, setting healthy boundaries in relationships, and expressing your needs and desires assertively. This might mean saying no to people-pleasing behaviors, ending toxic relationships, or pursuing activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. If your new belief is, I deserve abundance, create a budget, set financial goals, and start taking steps to increase your income or manage your expenses more effectively. This might mean asking for a raise, starting a side hustle, or learning new financial skills. It also means being willing to receive abundance, allowing yourself to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Identify and overcome resistance to taking these actions, being compassionate with yourself and persistent in your efforts. Celebrate even small victories, focusing on progress rather than perfection. Setbacks are a normal part of the process. Learn from them and keep moving forward. The key is to stay committed to your new beliefs and to take consistent action that aligns with them. Commit to this process for at least 21 days. Mark it in your calendar to build pattern recognition of the events in your lives in conjunction with your reframing work. It is by holding yourself accountable in this way that the rewiring can begin. What reward will you give yourself for staying the course? By consciously choosing to challenge your core beliefs, reframe negative thoughts, and take action in alignment with your true values, you transform Venus Peak from a period of energy drain into a cycle of empowerment and authenticity. Embrace this new perspective, viewing Venus Peak as a reminder to prioritize self-love, cultivate self-compassion, and live a life that is aligned with your authentic self. Share the stories of individuals who have used Venus Peak as a catalyst for creating positive change in their relationships, finances, and overall well-being. Remember, true worth and beauty come from within. Embrace your unique gifts and talents, sharing them with the world. Commit to practicing the techniques outlined in this video, sharing your experiences in the comments section, creating a community of support and inspiration. This is just the beginning of a lifelong journey of self-discovery. There are always new layers to uncover and new levels of empowerment to achieve. And check back during the next Venus Peak to reassess, relearn, and grow. What will you choose to cultivate with your beautiful, authentic energy? And now that we've begun the reframing process, what could come next that will make your efforts even more effective? Now, let's apply this core belief challenge directly to your relationship dynamics. Remember that scenario we explored earlier, where you felt insecure because of social media comparisons? It's time to dissect the core belief driving that insecurity. For instance, let's say your core belief is, "I am not good enough." This is a common one, and it festers beneath the surface, poisoning your relationships. Are you ready to excavate this belief and expose it to the light? Here's how you'll proceed. First, gather evidence for the belief. This might include past relationship failures, criticisms you've received, or moments where you felt inadequate. Be honest with yourself, but don't wallow. Next, gather evidence against the belief. This could include your partner's compliments, successes you've had in other areas of your life, or moments where you felt loved and appreciated. See how the evidence balances out. Does it feel like you've only been focusing on one side of the scales? Now, evaluate the impact this belief has had on your relationships. Has it led to self-sabotage, jealousy, a constant need for validation? How has this belief acted like a self-fulfilling prophecy, pushing away the very love you crave? Finally, choose a more sustaining belief. Something like, "I am worthy of love and acceptance just as I am." Does that resonate more deeply within you? Remember, we are aiming for authentic alignment between mind, body, and spirit. This exercise isn't a quick fix. It's about long-term resolution, a fundamental shift in how you perceive yourself. And to support you on this journey, we've created a downloadable worksheet to help you process these steps in real time. You'll find a link in the description below. Will you invest in this transformation? Will you give yourself the gift of self-discovery? Self-compassion is paramount during this process. Challenging deeply held beliefs can be painful and triggering, like peeling back layers of an old wound. Acknowledge your pain, but don't let it define you. Remember that change takes time, but even small shifts can have immediate positive effects. It's okay to seek support from a therapist or counselor if you're struggling to challenge your core beliefs on your own. Don't view it as a weakness. Embrace it as a sign of strength and a commitment to your well-being. Are you ready to prioritize your mental and emotional health? And what tangible actions can you take to embody this new belief? I am worthy of love and acceptance just as I am. Engage in self-care activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Set healthy boundaries in your relationships, saying no when you need to and prioritizing your own needs. Express your needs and desires assertively, communicating openly and honestly with your partner. This is also deeply connected to your solar plexus chakra, the center of your personal power and self-esteem. We'll delve deeper into working with the energy centers in future content, so stay tuned. Are you ready to reclaim your power and step into your authentic self? Now, let's pivot and apply the core belief challenge to your financial limitations. Recall that earlier scenario where you engaged in impulsive spending due to feelings of worthlessness. We're going to target the core belief driving that behavior. Let's assume the core belief is, I don't deserve abundance. This belief is often rooted in scarcity mindset and limiting messages received about money. Do you recognize this belief within yourself? Has it been subtly shaping your financial decisions? Again, gather evidence for the belief. Think about past financial struggles, moments where you felt unworthy of success, or limiting messages you received about money from your family or society. Then, gather evidence against the belief. Consider your skills, talents, past financial successes, or times when you demonstrated resourcefulness and financial responsibility. By recognizing your capabilities, you start to change how you see yourself. Are you ready to challenge the narrative that you are somehow destined to struggle? Evaluate how this belief has affected your financial situation. Has it led to debt, a lack of savings, missed opportunities, a feeling of powerlessness over your finances? Choosing a more sustaining belief is crucial. Replace I don't deserve abundance with I am worthy of abundance and I have the power to create financial security. Feel the difference in your body as you embrace this new belief. Know that as your thought shifts, it will directly impact your personal circumstances. Do you see how this can be achievable? This exercise demonstrates that a shift in thought will directly impact your circumstances. By applying this to a different area of your life, we are creating another avenue for you to validate how this can be tangible across all dimensions of your experience. You must learn non-judgment when examining past financial mistakes. They are lessons, not indictments. Instead of dwelling on regrets, extract the wisdom from those experiences and use them to make better decisions moving forward. Lack of personal and financial value is intrinsically linked to Venus and her dominion over material possessions. It's about recognizing that your worth isn't tied to your net worth. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and move forward with greater awareness and intention. Suggest tangible actions you can take to embody the new belief. Create a budget, set financial goals, and start saving. Explore new income streams that align with your values and passions. Your financial success should be based on intrinsic motivation, not external drivers. Pursue opportunities that genuinely excite you rather than chasing after money for the sake of money. Tie these activities to a regular schedule. Consistency is key to building momentum and creating lasting change. Carve out dedicated time each week to focus on your financial goals, treating it like an important appointment with yourself. Will you honor that commitment? Now let's amplify your transformation with a powerful visualization technique, creating your Venus self. This is about envisioning an idealized, empowered version of yourself, embodying those new core beliefs about worth and love. Think of it as creating a magnet to attract positive experiences and opportunities into your life. It's deeply connected to the idea of manifesting your desires through focused intention. Are you ready to meet your Venus self? But it can also be connected to creating a personal spirit guide that will offer support throughout this transition in real time. This idealized version of yourself will be at your side, but you need to create that reality, not wish for it to come to you. It can act as a beacon, guiding you toward your highest potential. Find a quiet space and relax your body. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, releasing any tension or stress. Now imagine yourself as the most confident, loving, and abundant version of yourself. What do you look like? How do you carry yourself? What are you wearing? Visualize yourself interacting with others in loving and supportive ways, easily attracting opportunities and abundance into your life. Feel the emotions associated with this empowered self: joy, confidence, gratitude. Let these emotions wash over you, filling every cell in your body. There's no right or wrong way to create your Venus self-visualization. Experiment and have fun with the process. Let your imagination run wild, creating a vision that truly resonates with your soul. Reassure viewers that there is no right or wrong way to create their Venus self-visualization, and encourage them to experiment and have fun with the process. Engage with this visualization daily, spending time immersing themselves in the feelings and experiences of their Venus self. This consistent engagement reinforces the new neural pathways in your brain, solidifying your new beliefs and attracting positive experiences into your life. And in future content, we'll delve deeper into how to use visualization to manifest specific goals and desires. It all builds from this fundamental step, but what happens once you've solidified this self-image? You have to put it to work. That's where the Venus mapping exercise comes in. It serves as a way to translate your new core beliefs and Venus self-visualization into tangible actions and goals. Unlike our previous exercises, which focused on introspection, this one is about future planning. So let's get practical. What are the concrete steps you can take to bring your vision to life? The first thing to do is identify key areas of life you want to improve. Relationships, finances, career, health, etc. Then, for each area, write down specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound, SMART goals that align with your new core beliefs and Venus self-vision. Break down each goal into smaller, actionable steps. Create a visual map or plan outlining the steps you will take to achieve each goal. This may take the form of a traditional map, a vision board, or even a detailed spreadsheet. The key is to create something that is visually appealing and inspiring, reminding you of your goals and motivating you to take action. Remember that transformation is most about consistent action over time. It's not about achieving everything overnight, but about making steady progress toward your goals. We'll also be providing you with a series of templates and tools for download to help you create your own Venus maps. You'll find links to those resources in the description below. And remember, setting specific milestones and goals is essential for tracking your progress and staying motivated. Celebrate each achievement, no matter how small, and use setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. Regularly reviewing and updating your Venus maps, celebrating progress and adjusting course as needed is very important. What adjustments might you need to make along the way? Venus Peak, while challenging, offers an unparalleled opportunity to break free from limiting beliefs, embrace authenticity, and create a life aligned with our true values. Venus Peak isn't just a period of turmoil. Instead, it's a period of heightened opportunity where we can accelerate the process of changing our lives for the better. Self-compassion, persistence, and a willingness to take action are the keys to navigating this transformative cycle successfully. Understand that this requires hard work over a long period of time, but that it is ultimately worth the effort. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and trust that you have the power to create a life filled with love, abundance, and fulfillment. Remember, beauty is an internal quality to achieve, not external to acquire. Share your maps, visions, and experiences in the comments below, creating a community of support and inspiration. This is just the beginning of a lifelong journey of self-discovery. Habit building should be a priority during this time, laying the groundwork for long-term success. And now that you know how to create your future, are you ready to discover an underlying element that can supercharge your progress? Now that you've meticulously crafted your Venus self and charted your course with Venus mapping, are you ready to confront an element that many spiritual teachers shy away from, an element that is absolutely essential for true, lasting transformation? We're talking about integrating your shadow self. It's time to embrace the parts of yourself you've been taught to reject. Have you been running from vulnerability, hiding your anger, suppressing your sexuality? These rejected aspects hold immense power, and until you reclaim them, your Venus self will remain incomplete, and your Venus map will lead you on a path of endless struggle. Resisting the shadow self is like trying to navigate a ship with only half a sail. You may make some progress, but you'll constantly be fighting against the wind. Energetic blockages form when you deny these parts of yourself, preventing the free flow of Venusian energy. Imagine trying to force water through a kinked hose. Pressure builds, and eventually something bursts. Are you willing to risk an energetic explosion by continuing to suppress your shadow? Prepare to embark on a journey into the depths of your being, a journey that will require courage, compassion, and unwavering honesty. Find a quiet space where you won't be disturbed. Close your eyes and take several deep breaths, allowing your body to relax. Now visualize your Venus self, that radiant, empowered version of yourself you created. But this time, there's someone else standing beside them. It's your shadow self, the embodiment of all the qualities you've rejected. What does it look like? What emotions do you feel as you face it? Don't judge or criticize, simply observe. Now, extend an invitation. Invite your shadow self to merge with your Venus self. Feel the energies blending, the light and the dark coming together to create a more complete, authentic image of yourself. Ask yourself, what gifts does my shadow self bring? What lessons can I learn from these rejected aspects of myself? This isn't about condoning negative behavior. It's about understanding the root causes and integrating them into a more empowered whole. For example, if you tend to be overly passive, your shadow might hold the assertive energy you need to set healthy boundaries. Or, if you struggle with jealousy, your shadow might reveal a deep-seated fear of abandonment that needs to be addressed. Will you embrace the wholeness that awaits you? Now, are you ready to move beyond visualization and into tangible action? It's time to introduce the Venus Current, a framework for understanding and harnessing the full potential of Venusian energy in your life. Think of it as a roadmap for manifesting your desires, a step-by-step process for creating a life filled with love, beauty, abundance, and fulfillment. This framework has 4 key components: intention, alignment, release, and action. Each one builds upon the other, creating a powerful current that can transform your life. The Venus Current isn't just some abstract concept. It's a practical system that you can apply to any area of your life: relationships, finances, career, health, and more. Each element is clearly defined, with specific tools and techniques offered for mastering each one. It's about consciously directing your energy, aligning your thoughts and feelings with your desires, and taking inspired action to bring your vision to life. The Venus Current provides a foundation for all of that. If you feel you have some special connection to the planet, use it to your benefit with this system. Understand that the Venus Current is not a linear process, but a cyclical one, requiring constant awareness, adjustment, and refinement. Setbacks and challenges are inevitable, but they're also opportunities for growth. It's a dance, a continuous flow of energy that requires you to be present, adaptable, and willing to learn. As you become more attuned to this current, you'll start to notice synchronicities and opportunities appearing in your life, guiding you toward your goals. These 4 items are all interlinked and will require constant and continuous work to achieve lasting value. Consider this. Intention without alignment leads to frustration. Alignment without release leads to stagnation. Release without action leads to missed opportunities. Action without intention leads to chaos. Will you embrace this cyclical process and commit to mastering each component of the Venus Current? Let's begin with the cornerstone of the Venus Current: intention. It's about getting crystal clear on what you truly want to create in your life, aligning with your core values and the vision you have for your Venus self. Setting intentions based on ego is like building a house on sand. It may look impressive at first, but it will eventually crumble. Intentions rooted in a desire to serve others create a solid foundation for lasting fulfillment. Which foundation do you seek? Here are some practical tips for setting intentions that resonate with the cosmos. First, get clear on what you truly want, not what you think you should want. Are you chasing someone else's dream, or are you pursuing your own authentic desires? Second, state your intention in a positive, present tense format. Instead of saying, "I want to be debt-free," say, "I am financially abundant." Third, make your intention specific and measurable. Instead of saying, "I want to be happy," say, "I experience joy and gratitude every day." Fourth, align your intention with your core values. If honesty is important to you, make sure your intention reflects that. Finally, believe that your intention is possible. Doubt and fear will sabotage your efforts. Each of these recommendations should be linked to concrete examples of ineffective intentions and how to improve them. I want to lose weight is ineffective. I am healthy and vibrant, enjoying regular exercise and nourishing foods is empowering. I want a better relationship is vague. I am in a loving, supportive relationship built on trust and communication is specific. Do you see how these statements change when you apply these parameters? Now, let's amplify your intentions with powerful tools and techniques. Visualization allows you to see your desired outcome as a reality. Affirmations help you reprogram your subconscious mind with positive beliefs. Meditation quiets the mind and allows you to connect with your inner wisdom. Journaling provides a space to clarify your thoughts and feelings. Creating a vision board surrounds you with images that inspire and motivate you. What combination of these tools will you wield? Now, let's turn our attention to the second and third components of the Venus current, alignment and release. These two are intrinsically linked, working in tandem to clear the energetic pathways that allow Venusian energy to flow freely. Alignment is about harmonizing your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your intentions. And how do you get yourself to that point? Release is about letting go of any resistance, limiting beliefs, or negative emotions that are blocking your progress. Consider them two sides of the same coin, each essential for creating lasting transformation. To align your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your intentions, begin by practicing mindfulness and self-awareness. Catch those limiting thoughts and beliefs as they arise, like a skilled fisherman spotting a ripple on the water. Use the Venus reframing technique to challenge and reframe those negative thoughts. Instead of saying, "I'm not good enough," ask yourself, "What am I good at?" Make conscious choices that align with your values and intentions. Surround yourself with positive influences and supportive relationships. Will you actively cultivate these positive influences? Releasing resistance and negative emotions can be more challenging, but it's absolutely crucial. Identify and challenge your core beliefs. Are they truly serving you, or are they holding you back? Practice forgiveness of yourself and others. Holding on to resentment only poisons your own well. Engage in activities that help you release stress and tension, such as exercise, yoga, or meditation. How can past traumas be released? Methodologies such as hypnosis, regression therapy, and energy clearing techniques can be highly effective in releasing deeply held traumas and emotional blockages. These techniques work by accessing the subconscious mind and gently releasing the energy associated with those past experiences. Seek guidance from a qualified practitioner to explore these options safely and effectively. If you don't, you may be trapped with no way to move forward. Finally, we arrive at the fourth component of the Venus current, action. Emphasize that taking inspired action is essential for manifesting your desires in the tangible world. Inspired action is about following your intuition and taking steps that feel aligned and authentic, rather than forcing or pushing yourself. It's about trusting the process and allowing the universe to guide you. Are you ready to listen to that inner voice and take the leap of faith? In relationships, inspired action might involve initiating meaningful conversations, expressing your love and appreciation, setting healthy boundaries, or being willing to compromise. In finances, it might involve creating a budget, setting financial goals, exploring new income streams, or investing in yourself and your future. Remember those Venus maps you created. Now is the time to put them to work. Persistence, resilience, and trust are paramount. There will be setbacks along the way, but it's important to learn from them and keep moving forward. Trust that the universe is conspiring to help you achieve your desires, even when things don't go according to plan. The most important thing to do is start now. Just take the next right step and trust that the path will unfold before you. Venus peak, although seemingly difficult, is a necessary element for progress in life. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It allows for a hard reset so we can shed what no longer serves us and evolve into our truest selves. By actively engaging with the Venus current, we can harness the power of this transit to create lasting transformation in all areas of our lives. and in our next section, we'll explore how to measure and track your success through key performance indicators, providing you with a clear roadmap for your journey. So, let's bring it all together. What's the shocking truth we've uncovered today? It's this: the energy drain you're experiencing during Venus peak isn't some external force sucking the life out of you. It's primarily self-inflicted. It stems from clinging to outdated beliefs, resisting the shadow self, and failing to align with your authentic values. Don't let this realization bring you down. This is not about blame, it's about empowerment. Understanding where the true power lies shifts everything. Suddenly, Venus peak isn't a dreaded event, but a golden opportunity for self-awareness and profound growth. If you are experiencing fatigue, anxiety, relationship conflicts, or financial setbacks right now, that's Venus peak. What are you going to do about it? Remember, Venus peak amplifies insecurities and limiting beliefs. That's its nature. It's the resistance to these energies that causes the most significant drain. Experiencing negative emotions is a normal part of life. Getting stuck in them, however, that's the problem. You came to this video seeking an answer to the mystery of the energy drain. You now know that its true source is often self-imposed limitations. You've already taken the first, most crucial step towards resolving it. This newfound understanding is a compass pointing you towards liberation. Embrace the shadow, integrate it, don't suppress it. Remember that visualization of your Venus self. Remember the power of self-compassion. It's about accepting all aspects of yourself, the light and the dark, the strengths and the weaknesses. Integrating the shadow doesn't mean embracing negative behaviors. It means understanding the emotions and needs that drive those behaviors and finding healthier ways to meet those needs. Acknowledge your vulnerabilities, your fears, your imperfections. They are part of what makes you human, and they hold valuable clues to your growth. Now review the Venus current framework: intention, alignment, release, action. Remember how to consciously direct Venusian energy in a positive direction. Consider the Venus reframing technique and the core belief challenge. Remember STOP. As a quick and easy element of alignment: stop, think, observe, proceed. These are your tools. Consistently apply these techniques, especially during Venus peak. It will lead to profound transformation in your relationships, your finances, and your overall well-being. Master these techniques, navigate Venus peak effectively, and create lasting positive change in your life. See Venus peak as a cyclical opportunity for growth and refinement. Don't see this moment as a one-time fix, but as an ongoing process of self-discovery and alignment. The astrological cycles of Venus mirror this, with their constant ebb and flow of energy and their recurring opportunities for growth. True worth and beauty come from within. Self-love is the foundation for lasting transformation. You are inherently worthy and beautiful, regardless of external validation. This is your true state. Embrace it. Commit to prioritizing self-love, self-compassion, and authenticity as ongoing practices. Don't just focus on this during Venus peak. Simple daily practices, such as affirmations, meditation, or spending time in nature, can help you cultivate self-love. Nurture yourself. Celebrate your wins, forgive your mistakes. You are a masterpiece in progress. The journey of self-discovery is a lifelong adventure. There will always be new challenges and new opportunities for growth. But remember, consistent action over time yields the greatest results. Mastering Venusian energy is just one step on the path to understanding and working with all of the energies in your life. It sets you up for a lifelong journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Keep exploring, keep experimenting, share your experiences with others. The more you learn, the more you grow. Please share your personal stories, insights, and questions in the comments section below. Let's foster a community of support, a safe space for vulnerability and authentic expression. You have the power to create a life filled with love, abundance, and fulfillment, regardless of external circumstances. You are the masters of your own destinies, not victims of cosmic forces. You possess incredible power. Thank you for joining me on this journey today. I truly hope that I was able to provide something of value to you. Now, I have a simple request. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who might benefit from this information. I'm excited to continue this journey together. I can't wait to see what transformations you create in your life. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content. But be warned, this was just a precursor. Be prepared.